I wanted to work at Marvel.
And I wanted to be Alex P. Keaton.
I always wanted to be a jewelry designer.
I've always wanted to be a celebrity makeup artist. Being a singer, I don't know, I really wanted to be like Selena Gomez or Ariana Grande.
My dream job as a child was a baker.
Was to be a fashion designer.
I thought I'd be Hannah Montana.
You're listening to When I Grow Up with Star Posner. Whatchamacallit, a video portion to this. This is like my first time recording like a...
Oh, really?
Yes, like a video podcast.
Oh.
So yeah, this is exciting.
It's really fun, actually. It sounds scary, and then you do it, and you're like, that was so much easier than recording solo in a room by myself.
Really?
I'm so serious. Isaiah just did it.
We had a fun time.
Okay,
It was
that's
cool.
good. That's good. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. I wasn't expecting to have two guests, but that's even better. Two is better than one, you know?
Yes.
True.
And so, but yes, this is When I Grow Up with me, Star Posner. And so I guess to give you a little background of the purpose of this podcast is, well, I'm kind of directing it towards people who are in a similar situation as me. You know, you're about to graduate, you are a big dreamer. And so my dreams are kind of similar still to when I was a child. I wanted to be a pop star when I was little, and I still want to sing. I still want to entertain, but I'm just curious in other people's life and like where they are, like, has their dream stayed the same? Has it pivoted because of life? And so, yeah, this is just what we're talking about. So,
Cool.
Yeah. So if you wouldn't mind introducing yourselves.
I'm Isaiah. Do I need a last name too?
If you want, you don't have to.
Okay. Well, no,
Just Isaiah?
Yeah, just Isaiah
Just
for now.
Isaiah.
Okay.
He's being anonymous. My name's Bex, Beatrix Morrow. I've got nothing to fear.
Okay, now she... Okay.
Yeah. Now you're just solo.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm UNLV journalism student, proud classmate of Star Posner before she got big. And yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Okay. And how old are both of you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 20, but I turned 21 in 6 days.
Oh, happy almost
Oh,
birthday.
wow.
Yeah.
I'm such a bad friend. I knew that. I'm 22 as of April 15th.
Happy birthday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You guys are babies. I didn't know that. But then also it makes sense. I feel like most people are younger than me in
How old are you?
college. I'm about to turn 25.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mhm.
Cool.
I started college a little later. I've changed my major many times.
Yeah.
And so that's why we're here now. But we made it.
That's awesome.
But I want to start off asking this question to both of you. What were you like as a child? How would you describe yourself as a child?
You want to start us off, Isaiah, or
You
or
go.
should I? Okay.
You got it.
I want to say annoying. I don't think that's true, really. I got told that I was actually pretty quiet as a child. I was creative. I feel like self-reporting on how you were as a child is kind of always going to be a little bit biased. But
That's all right.
yeah, just judging from what my mom said, or what my parents said when I was younger, I was very creative. There was like this time when I was in kindergarten, where we had to do this assignment where we like drew something that we see, and we're like, draw something that you see. And I like closed my eyes, and I was just having like an overactive imagination, and I drew like I think I drew a Pegasus, and I wrote Pegasus. Like a little horse with wings, and I was like, this is what I see, and I failed the assignment because that's not what the purpose of it was. But I was always creative, and I was always trying to find weird solutions to things, I guess. Problems that didn't exist.
I love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Isaiah?
I was an oddball as a child. Similar to Bex, I was like referred to as like really quiet, because sometimes like when I would be at home, my grandma, she would be like, oh, Isaiah, you're so quiet, I forgot you were here.
Oh.
And I would just be planted right in front of a TV just staring at it.
Yeah, I had that too.
But I also felt like I had a crazy active imagination, just imagining so many different scenarios. Like, for example, I would imagine like the Transformers would come and break into my school, and it would just be like total pandemonium.
Okay.
I love that.
Were they like bad? Sorry.
Like elaborate.
Yeah. Yeah, like for example, like Megatron, I would have like like these little like like daydreams, like Megatron was chasing me, and I had to like run out of my school in time. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm glad that was your panic fear instead of more real things that could have happened.
Yeah.
I love something that I noticed that we all have in common is we were both like all like quiet kids growing up, because I was a very, very shy kid.
Yeah.
And so I just think that's funny. And then now we're here in journalism majors in
all
front of
mic'd
a
up.
yes. But I love that. And now I'm curious, what would you say your childhood dream was?
Okay. I mean, my dream changed a lot when I was younger. I used to be really into the idea of being seen as like having a smart person job for a long time. Like, I wanted to be an astronaut at first, of course. Then you have your phase of wanting to be not an architect. What are the guys who dig up dinosaur bones called?
Paleontologist?
Yeah,
Yeah.
paleontologist, archaeologist, maybe.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Paleontologist. But, you know, like some sort of science thing before I figured things out. Then when I was slightly older, I wanted to do art for a long time. I said that I wanted to do animations. And then as I grew up, I just kind of centered around the idea of like telling stories or like communicating and giving people ideas. For a long time, I wanted to be like a storyboarder on like cartoons and stuff.
Oh, that would
TV.
be so cute.
I could
love
still do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know.
Mhm.
I see.
And when I was a kid, there were like two things that I wanted to be in life: either a zookeeper, because like I loved animals. Like one of the only things that would catch my attention was like an animal documentary. Like there was a show called Wildcrats. I would watch that religiously.
I know. I didn't really
That's
get too
good.
much into that, but I know what you're talking about.
I remember I stayed home from school one day and I just watched Wildcrats and I had a blast. Like I was just having so much fun. And my second job was a photographer, because I was a really big Spider-Man fan and I thought he was like the coolest dude on planet Earth. So I was like, I want to be just like him. And oddly enough, in college, I took a photography class last semester and I loved it. So much fun. So maybe
Interesting.
it's like what was it? 7-year-old me was foreshadowing my future.
Okay. Star?
For me, my childhood dream.
That's kind of what I'm asking you. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I said it in the beginning, but it has changed a lot of times. So at first it was like a pop star. And then as I got older, it kind of changed because I think, I don't know, as you get older, a lot of people try to tell you to think more practically, or like I feel like the world kind of tries to make you think more practically. And so it changed from wanting to be a pop star, it changed to like want to be a veterinarian because I also love animals. It changed to me wanting to be a dermatologist for a little bit because I struggled with acne like crazy in high school. So I was like, maybe if I become a dermatologist, like I can figure out how to like fix my acne and stuff. But then I figured out when you're a dermatologist, you do more than just acne. And I'm like, I don't know if I can handle that.
Yeah, no skin cancer for me, please.
I know, like someone comes in with a rash, like no offense to those people, but like I don't know if I could like, you know what I'm saying?
you could look at them for that long?
No, I know that's so bad, but like that's the reality. So I was
Yeah.
just like, I don't think this is for me. And so then I circled back around when it came to like when I went to community college. I was like, what do I want to do? I was like, well, I like music, so I was a music major for a little bit and then did that in community college. But it kind of discouraged me with like music theory classes. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those. They're really hard.
Okay. Yeah.
They're really hard. And so it kind of discouraged me for a second. I was like, I don't know if I want to be a music major anymore. At this point, I just want to graduate.
Yeah.
And then so I got my associates. I ended up out here. And then I just kind of stumbled upon journalism because I told my counselor, I was like, I want to be a voiceover actor. And she's like, well, maybe journalism.
Maybe. Yeah.
And so that's why I'm here. But the end goal, I guess, is still like I just want to be able to sing. And so when people ask me what my childhood dream is or like what I want to be when I grow up, because I'm still growing up, I would say I want to be a voiceover actor because I feel like it encompasses kind of like all the things I like to do. Like I like to sing, I like to act. So I feel like I could include all of that in there.
Yeah.
Possibly. Was there a specific moment or person that inspired your dream?
That's interesting. I I think the first thing that comes to mind for me, I think a lot back on like wanting to like be in animation and like storyboarding and stuff like that. If you've ever seen the show Phineas and Ferb,
I love that show.
Dan Povenmire is like the lead writer on the show. He like made the design for Phineas. He's a big inspiration to me, and I think maybe that's just like because of his sense of humor, or the fact that he has a passion for educating people through like comedy and through cartoons, and you know, like making weird infotainment really accessible. Like if you did watch Phineas and Ferb, like there's this like song about the end of a shoelace called an aglet.
Oh my gosh, I love that one.
Yes, and it's like, you know what an aglet is because of that. That kind of informed my dream, and I still want to do that a lot. Is entertain and inform people in ways that they're not really realizing they're being taught and educated. Yeah, I think Dan Povenmire is my lock-in for that.
I love Phineas and Ferb. I rewatch that one a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to that tonight, I think.
And for me, again, I think I'll just have to fall back on like Spider-Man, but mostly like Andrew. If you guys know who Andrew Garfield is, like his iteration of the character with like his camera, I just thought like he was so cool, and I wanted to be like him so much. But then as I got older, I kind of like fell out of it because like I don't know, hormones and like other stuff came into play.
Yeah.
But then but yeah, as I got older, I just realized like taking that photography class, it just kind of revigorated why I enjoyed photography so much. Like it's just so fun. I love taking photos and just like capturing just like this awesome scenery.
Yeah. What did that change whenever you were like going through adolescence? You said, like it kind of fell out.
Yeah, it did, cause I was a lazy kid, but also yeah, I just
who's not really.
Yeah, and I just kind of fell out of it, and I forgot about it because like Andrew Garfield wasn't as cool to me anymore, and because I wasn't as like tapped into photography, I didn't realize how much I enjoyed it. But also, I think another part that plays into it is like I'm an introvert, like I'm kind of quiet, so I'm kind of like more of a behind the scenes type of guy. Yeah.
Cool.
What made you choose journalism?
I can go with mine's
Yeah,
pretty
go ahead.
quick. I when I first got into college, I got into college because mom said so. That was pretty much it. Mom was like, yeah, mom's a teacher. She does not play that. And then I had no idea what my major wanted to be my freshman year. I was undecided. My sophomore year, I did theater because I wanted to be a stage technician. That was complicated and boring. So I was like, oh. So I tried film because like I love movies. I have a movie list that's like in the hundreds, and I'm gonna watch them all. And then yes, I'm gonna watch them all.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Go for it.
Do you have a letterbox?
I do not have a letterbox. No, but yeah. And then when taking some film classes, I was talking to my rep. I'm like, man, I'm bored. These film classes aren't hitting. Like, this shit should have turned me into Quentin Tarantino in like 2 seconds, bro. I feel like falsely advertised. But no, she was like, why don't you try journalism? And I was like, sure, I'll try it. And then like she told me that as I was looking at journalism classes the day of, and then I called my aunt, and she's like, oh, you're looking at journalism? I was literally gonna call you and recommend journalism. So I was like, if this isn't fate or the universe speaking to me, I don't know what is.
Oh man, that's cute. That's
Yeah.
sweet. I like that, and I think that you're in a good spot too.
Appreciate that, Bex.
Yeah, no worries. For me, kind of like with what you said, nobody told me to go to college, but nobody in my of my siblings, I have 3 siblings, I'm the only one to have gone to college for more than like a couple semesters. And I've been in college for like 3 years now. So that in itself was a big hurdle for me, and just getting out there and making sure that I could get a degree, and then like kind of like with what everybody says about going to college is like, just get the degree so you can get a job someday. It doesn't matter what it is, just, you know, make sure that you have that ability to be like a professional someday in some way. So there was kind of a lot of pressure on me for that. But beyond that, I also kind of fell off of the idea of focusing in so much on art in my teenage years because while I still love it and I still do like art every day, I still probably will do art in some way for a job. I really got sour on the idea of going to an art college. I was on the internet a lot and I heard that, you know, there's nothing that they can teach you in an art class that's not something that you can do by yourself already. And I don't know if I believe that now. But one of my friends, when I was in high school and online, and ended up going to an art college, and their experience there has been difficult. But they're also like super professional and like way more skilled than I ever was, and I think ever will be. Not to like put my craft down or anything like that, but it's so clear that that was for them. And looking at it from where I am now, I'm like, I don't think that that would have been for me. So where I'm at now, I think I just wanted to focus in on telling stories through media and being able to communicate ideas and entertain and educate all as one. Because I was in theater in high school too. And I really loved that, but I also knew I'm not going to stick with theater for longer than high school. Oh my God. And I think that journalism and like media studies specifically, the latter half of the major, is really what I like focusing on and being a part of. It's making media. Yeah.
What's something college taught you that had nothing to do with classes?
I think how to manage money.
Yeah.
Kind of. I don't know if manage is the right word, but college is expensive. I don't know if you knew that.
No.
I don't know if you knew that. That shit costs money. And my dad was very clear about like, I don't ever want you to take out a loan if you don't absolutely have to. And I haven't. And I've gone through school spending like 80% of my check each month on school payments. And a lot of that I still couldn't even manage to do without the help of like my dad and my father and stuff like that. So it's kind of just like saddling me with the reality that college is really expensive and the world is really expensive. And to do that, you need to be able to work around it. You know, things aren't just handed to you, really. That's what college has taught me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it was socializing. Like the jump between from high school to college was like, that shit like hit me like a truck because I'm originally from New York, and I moved here like during junior year of high school, so I was like completely new, didn't have any friends. I made some really close friends in high school, so going from that to college to where it's like, okay, I'm going days upon days, we're like talking to barely anybody, even professors, because like I'm in so many lectures now. It was just like kind of fucked up. Like the only person I was talking to like was my mom. I felt like a loser.
Oh man.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, hopefully this changes.
Yeah.
And then I guess to answer your question, what college mostly taught me was like you have to like really step out into socializing and like meeting new people, because if you don't, you're just gonna be like a no name.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that like you're doomed if you don't. And like I also think, Star, you can let me know if you think that I'm off base here, but like I feel like our generation is really bad at talking to people.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Completely agree. I feel like it's, I don't know. I don't want to fully blame it on the pandemic, but I think that had part to do with it. I think we already were kind of going in that direction where we were getting like only social media based, only talking through DMs and things like that. And the pandemic did kind of just escalate that to where everyone's like, wait, why are you close to me? Why are you? So yeah, but me personally, I think college was the area where I finally felt confident enough to start stepping out of my shell to talk to people. So that's what I enjoyed about college. But yeah, you do have to learn and take advantage of those socializing. And also, we talked about this in my other podcast, but like learning how to like connect with your professors is also a very important skill. Like even if it's like through just like Canvas message or something like that, that is so like important to just let your professors have a heads up of like, yo, like why are you not showing up to class?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like professional communication. That's
Yes.
another thing that college taught me. How, like, what the hell is an email? I did not know how to use email before college, and like just sending professional communications through them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a big jump. Like starting college, I'm like, why are so many people emailing me?
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. And I have like a million emails because of college. Because I've gone to so many different colleges. You have different variations of like college emails and stuff. And then plus that, I have like different variations of my names. So let's just say I have like 11 emails or something. I don't know.
Yeah, trust me, I feel you on that. Plus, like finding things in your email too. With like if you ever sign up using your email or something like that, God forbid it's the same one you use to like communicate with people, because things will get buried.
Yeah.
I have like a specific spam email just for that, or I have like two. I'm like, if I'm just signing up for like a rewards thing, then it's that email.
Yeah.
But my professional email is something different. And we just hope that it doesn't get lost in the, you know how like Gmail, you can have like all of them together.
Yeah.
We just hope that it doesn't get lost.
Yeah, pray.
Okay. Do you ever feel pressured to have it all figured out?
You can answer this one, boss.
Yes. Thank you for the pressure. Yeah. All the time. My whole goddamn life, actually. I think there's a lot of different levels to that question and to like that experience of like feeling like you need everything figured out. I feel like I've always kind of been put in a box of people being like, oh my gosh, you're so smart, you're so gifted, or whatever. Like there was like the gifted program or whatever back in the school that I grew up in, and they put me in that, and I think it gave me a weird ego when I was really little. And then like I eventually had to like challenge myself with that and be like, oh, hey, if you keep thinking that like, you know, you're somehow different than everybody else, you will be, because you'll be a loser in thinking that, and not someone people want to talk to and be around. And like I felt a lot of pressure to be like to excel and to also be like able to like understand how to talk to people too, because like they separate you too from other people in that situation. So I always felt like I was kind of on like a back foot, like socially, like trying to figure out like, how do I do things? How do I talk to people? How do I make friends and stuff like that? And I think a big thing that changed for me in thinking about that is I was talking with my dad one day when I was in like maybe freshman year of high school. But he said something kind of offhandedly that like he didn't think was important, but I realized like really was, is that like nobody really has anything figured out ever. Like you can be confident in something and you can like know a technical skill, but at the end of the day, nothing is ever fixed and nothing is ever always how you're going to expect it to be. It's just people who know how to like be confident and like project confidence, who people think have everything figured out, and that accounts for like 80% of it. You know, it's just faking it until you make it, really, which is kind of scary if you think about it.
It is, but I feel like, I don't know, that just helps a lot with your confidence. It does. Like just like pretending like, yo, I'm great at this. I'm great at this, and I'm gonna do well. Because sometimes I feel like it's very easy to put yourself down, you know?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so I feel like sometimes just like psyching yourself out, like, no, actually I'm really great at this, and kind of giving yourself that little like false like.
I mean, I don't think that it's always a good idea to be like, no, I'm great at this.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like going in the other direction. But I think you're right. I think that you do need to be able to like hype yourself up, or at the very least be like, well, if I don't know this, I can figure it out, and I'm gonna be the one to figure it out next, if not first. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What about you, Isaiah?
And then for pressure, absolutely. Oh my gosh. But as I'm like, for my family situation, like on my dad's side, I'm his firstborn and only son, and on my mom's side, I'm her only child, pumping period. So I feel like there's a lot of pressure of me to like do something for both of them. And I feel like even because like another aspect is like for social media, like, you know, I Show Speed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I Show Speed is like my age. I think he's like maybe a couple months younger than me, and I always feel like this dude is younger than me and he's living his life. I'm such a fucking loser. I need to do something. And so yeah, just like that comparison to all these rich kids, and it just feels like, what am I doing? I need to just do something, anything.
Yeah,
I agree. That's hard with like these like streamers and stuff. You're like, dang, I should have done that. Why am I not doing that?
Exactly.
It's so easy to compare, but I feel like they're like the rare exception. You know, like no one has that. Not everyone has that experience. As much as like, yes, like I wish I would have started a Twitch or something like that. Like maybe I could have been famous right now. That's not like everyone's path, you know?
Yeah.
It's totally not.
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes the reason why you don't bank in on it is because that's not your thing.
Yeah.
You know? Like I said, like, you know, you just gotta like psych yourself up about it. But like sometimes, you know, it's just not your thing. And like sometimes you can't do it. And that's not wrong. You're not wrong for that. Yeah. I feel so mad though, because like just I'm thinking back, I was in middle school, and I was talking with my friends on like the bleachers in the gym, and they were like, I don't know why we got this idea, but I think it was like during the time like whenever YouTube was like kind of shaky and people didn't think that it was gonna like be as popular a platform in the future. And one of my friends asked me, they were like, okay, well, if YouTube's not going to be big, I think this was like 2016. They're like, if YouTube's not going to be big, then like, what's next? And I'm like, I think Twitch is going to be very big.
Wow. So you predicted it before everyone else.
I did. And what did I do with that information? Nothing.
I kind of have a tangent, but I don't know if is this like a PG type of thing? Like a podcast, or
I swore a little bit. You can censor it out.
Okay.
No, it's okay.
Okay, but my friends Tristan and Sebastian, they were telling me how like they had the ideal plan for OnlyFans before it actually released. They were talking about how they had like the format, but like instead of it being like a monthly thing, it was just gonna be like a full first pay service, and then you're done. But yeah, they were telling me like in high school, like that's when they came up with it, and I was dying laughing.
Man, they should have gone it. Everybody has an idea, but they don't actually want to stick to it.
Wait, are you guys watching Euphoria?
I only watched the first season. Sorry.
No.
I'm gonna wait till the season ends before I watch that. I saw a clip on Twitter though.
It's so wild, and the reason that just made me think of that, the Cassie storyline is wild. I'm not even.
Oh no. Yeah. Oh, I heard about this actually.
It's so wild.
Oh no, she's just always crying.
Yeah, no, she like does OnlyFans now, and it's just wild. I can't even get into it because I don't want to spoil anything if you're planning to watch it or not.
I'll probably watch it someday.
It is so raunchy, bro. It's
always been like
took
that.
a complete like turn. I'm like, okay, I guess.
I thought season 1 ended and Rue just died, and I thought that was it.
No.
Okay. Sorry.
But I mean, circling back to what we're talking about, I think it's interesting to hear your guys' opinion about like pressure and stuff, because you guys are still like younger than me. And then like, what year are you in?
I'm a junior.
Oh, you guys are both juniors. Okay, so next year you guys will start being I guess worrying a little bit more about graduation.
Yeah.
But like now that I'm literally graduating this weekend, it's like, whoa.
Damn.
Yeah.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. I'm excited, but also nervous because everyone keeps asking me, so what's your next step? What are you doing next? I'm like, I have no idea. I have some ideas of what I want to do, but like nothing set in stone. And then I get too nervous to state them to people because I'm just like, I don't know. I just don't want to psych myself out, I guess, for certain things. And
I think putting it out there sometimes is a good idea. Just to like, I don't know. I'm not like a spiritual person super, but I do think that a lot of like these ideas of like affirmations or like putting things out into the universe like do help you, like even if it's just like on like your brain level, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that you should.
Yeah. At least I'm uncomfortable sharing it with my friends. It's just my family. I have a hard time telling them the stuff that I do because like they're the ones that are telling me to think practically and like think like.
Well, they don't have your life.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm like selective about what I share with them because I'm just like I feel like they're not going to fully agree with what I want to do, but that's okay. That's okay.
I believe in you, Star.
Thank you.
I believe in you too.
Do you think your younger self would be proud of where you are now?
Yes. I think my younger self would have a lot of questions for why I look like this and why I'm in the desert. I grew up in Louisiana, so I would never have expected to be where I am right now. I also I looked different when I was younger, so I'm very proud of where I am now as a person, and I think I think the fact that I have a track that I'm proud of right now is what I would be proud of as a child. I think I always was just like, I just want to be able to be happy and proud of where I'm at, and so far, so good. Yeah. I haven't graduated yet, so
getting there though, getting there.
Yeah, we'll see.
And for me, I feel like my younger self would be a little disappointed because he's like, dude, why don't you have superpowers or something?
You know what? You got a point.
Yeah. And then, but also, like, when I was a kid, I was anti-glasses. Like, so anti-glasses because I was, like, really insecure about it.
Oh, no, I get that. I used to give myself migraines because I have to wear contacts or like glasses or something like that, and I thought they were uncool. So like I forced myself to like just not wear glasses, and I'd be like in class like straining my eyes, and then I'd have to leave class because I gave myself a migraine trying to like yeah.
I was always so bad.
Like, yeah.
I was always leaning over to see what my friends were writing down. Really? Yeah. But then he's gonna be like, dude, what's with the glasses? Like nerd. And then I'm gonna be like, okay, bro. But no, I hope he would be proud because, like, a lot of understanding and just wisdom. Hopefully, he can just look past the exterior and just be like, you know what, old me, the glasses suck, but you're not bad.
I think he would. I think little Isaiah would be proud.
I think so.
Yeah.
He'd also be like, why are you in the desert too? It doesn't make any sense.
Honestly, yeah. I'm surprised that I'm here too.
Yeah.
Because I'm from Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's where like all my family is. And then my family, at one point, we all lived out in Vegas for like 2 years when I was younger, when my dad worked for MySpace, when that was a thing.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, my dad worked for MySpace.
What? Wait, so I'm sorry. How much time do we have? I really want to know about that. You can tell me about it later.
Okay, I will. But so he worked for MySpace, and then we were out in Vegas for 2 years, and that's when I met my best friend. Like, we went to elementary school together. And then my dad got like laid off from MySpace because of course it went under.
What?
Yeah. And so we ended up moving back to LA. And I remember being so sad because literally my best friend was out here and I'm like, we're leaving. Oh my goodness. But I stayed in contact with her like throughout all, like she's literally the only friend I still have from all of my grade school years. Like I don't talk to anyone from high school, middle school, but her from elementary school. I met her in 4th grade.
Locked in.
Yeah, we're literally living together. And so I just wanted to get out of LA, and so then I ended up out here and then decided to go to school out here because I was like, since I'm out here, might as well do something.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I'm here. And then also I think for me, if college, because I get my tuition free because I'm Native American, and so they offer like free tuition for like Native American people. So yeah.
So cool.
I got like the tiniest tint of Native American.
Don't be that guy.
Like,
actually,
my great grandfather times 50 had a hint of native blood. I have to say.
Honestly, if you can prove it anyhow, some way, then you could get like your tuition free. And so
I need to make a couple calls.
Honestly, but
call some nations.
23andMe ASAP.
But yeah, that's why I decided to go to school because I was just like, if I'm getting it for free, like I also don't have an excuse not to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's so awesome, dude. I'm so That's super cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
So if you know anyone that's Native, let them know. They can
Okay.
get college for free.
I guess.
I gotta make some emails. Man.
What's something you thought would matter a lot at 18 that doesn't matter now?
Oh, okay. I feel like I was 18 3 minutes ago.
I guess just approaching adulthood, I guess.
Yeah. I think around 18 is whenever I felt like that pressure you were talking about earlier of like needing to have everything figured out the most. Because I didn't go to UNLV right away either. I went to CSN, and I started in the journalism project. And part of why I wanted to do journalism at that point was because I kind of, told myself I should be more practical about things. And I think in doing that, I wanted to try to like make a difference, I guess, like politically, quote unquote, because I look up to like journalists in like a political sense. Like I think that it's really cool that they can tell the people information. And I felt like I had an obligation to do that. And also I thought that it would be like job security, which is hilarious now in this America, thinking that you can have job security at a news station. But I used to think that I need to be like a broadcast journalist, or like I need to be like an anchor woman or something like that. And I went to school for that, and I went to school and I got taught by someone who was doing exactly that. And I was like, I think I would hate my life if I did that. This is not for me. And I felt like a failure because of that back then. I felt like I couldn't be practical in what I'm doing, and I felt like that was a big problem. I didn't see a path forward. I didn't know how you can get internships. I didn't even think that was possible for somebody like me. Yeah. And I kept clinging to the fact that like nobody has anything figured out, especially at this age in college. So just keep doing your best and keep trying, and you'll figure it out. And I think so far I've figured it out, kind of. Yeah.
That's nice.
18-year-old me.
For 18-year-old me, I would probably say, this is going to sound super superficial, but I guess just like being in a relationship.
That was a big thing back then, too.
Yeah, because it was like when I was in high school, all my friends were in relationships and I was just single. And then I'm like, okay, now I feel like a weirdo. So then when I get to college, I'm like, okay, there's going to be more women, more opportunities. Yeah, and then I'm going to be like, well, that was a fucking lie. And then, as I grow old, I'm like, maybe let's just focus on Isaiah for now.
Just don't worry. Yeah, I mean, I think that's always like the biggest key to like being successful in like dating or whatever, like romance or something like that, is making sure that you have confidence in yourself, especially because if you have to lean on another person for that, like you're doing both of yourselves a disservice and you're not growing. Then you're going to be however older after you guys end up breaking up, and then you're going to be emotionally 18 still, So I think you're just fine. Please don't worry.
Yeah. No, that's very fair. I didn't start dating until I was 19. Yeah, I never dated anyone. I was a little loner in high school, so
that's so valid, though.
Yeah, so I was like, oh my gosh. And then once I did start dating, I went a little crazy. And honestly, I think about doing a dating podcast because I have some stories.
Yeah?
Yes.
Invite us.
I know, literally, I have some crazy stories. Like, my friends are like, what have you been doing with your life? And I don't know. I guess I just live for the experience, I guess.
Can I? You don't need to answer this question if it's not. You like date men, is that correct? Or
yeah,
everyone?
Mostly men.
Men. Okay, yeah, men are wilding. That's the only thing. That's the only reason I wanted to ask that. No offense. We just did a podcast about the dating community on the internet, kind of, and the way that people like talk about the other gender is crazy.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild. Yeah. But yeah, dating.
I want to ask, what was or did you kind of answer that yourself with the what was like your 18-year-old self think?
Oh, I think my 18-year-old self probably, I really thought that I think I had to go to college. I had like this idea in my head all the way up leading to like graduating high school that like I'm gonna go to college. Then finally I turned 18 and I was like, I don't want to go to college actually. And so then I took a gap year. And then I remember I don't know, I just felt so lost, but I just like wanted a break from like school environments, and like I was just like, I'm just over this. So I took a gap year, and then it wasn't until the pandemic that I was like, I need something to do. So then I signed up for college, and that's kind of why I started, because I feel like if it weren't for the pandemic, I probably wouldn't be in school.
Wow.
I think so. I don't know, maybe.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you should say that you're happy that the COVID-19 pandemic happened.
Maybe. I don't know. I know, the trajectory of my life would be completely different, which is crazy to think about. If like that didn't happen, like I don't think I'd be living out here. Maybe I would be going to school, just like staying in California though. I don't know, but
interesting.
Yeah, cool. But yeah, leading up to 18, I thought college was like so important. I was like, everyone needs to go to college. What do you mean? And then finally I was just like, actually no.
Would you have gone to UCLA?
I thought about that. Like my two top schools were Stanford because of Hannah Montana.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever saw Hannah Montana, but she goes to Stanford in the end, and I remember like that's where I'm gonna go. That's what I'm gonna do.
I gotta be Hannah.
Literally. So I was that's what I thought I was gonna do. I thought I was gonna apply to Stanford and UCLA, and then I didn't end up applying at all because I was like,
oh, what?
Yeah, I was just like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And then
here we are.
Here we are.
When I was a kid, when I was talking to my aunt, I think this was like, I was really young. She was telling me how high school and college are 4 years. I damn near cried because I thought it was 1 year, like grade school. Yeah, when she said it was 4 years for each, I damn near.
You thought college was for one day only.
I thought it was 1 year. Just be like, 8th grade, high school, college, done. Yes, I was so sad. Oh my gosh.
No.
Yeah. No. I had the associates and bachelors mixed up for the longest time. Like I thought I was gonna get my bachelor's first and then you get your associates, but no, that's not how that works.
I don't understand why they call it bachelor's anyway. It feels kind of weird.
I don't know. Yeah.
Bachelors of science. It's like, okay, I'm on the town for science, I guess.
Literally. So now, what does success mean to you now versus when you were younger?
Okay then. But for me, I would just say like freedom and confidence, really. Because like when I was younger, I only focused on like money. But now as I gotten older, it's like with so much authenticity I've seen and learned about through the internet throughout the years, it's just like freedom and being my authentic self is just like the most important thing. For me at least.
Yeah. I feel you on that. I think I agree. I feel like I kind of have the opposite, or I've had the opposite kind of growth about like my perspective on money. Cause like I thought when I was younger, like I don't care about money. I'm just going to do what I want. And I think that that'll make me happy. And I agree to like on a theoretical level, like that would be awesome. But I've worked in food service for damn near 5 years now. And if I have to keep doing this for the rest of my life, something's going to happen.
No, I get that.
I think success for me is to be able to do what I want and to be proud of it. And to also only have to do that. The idea of like, and that doesn't mean like chasing money at all costs, because I wouldn't be proud of myself if I was only chasing the bag, you know, like I don't think I could live with myself in doing that. But being able to balance being happy and proud of the work that I do and also being able to be supported off of that is my dream right now. And I think it's possible.
I think so too.
It also could not be, and I'm okay with that. Life is labor, and I'm all right with that. Whatever.
What about you, Star?
For me, success, similar to both of you, just being confidence is important to me, but then also doing what I love and being able to I guess, provide for myself at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I'm also like someone who really loves to travel. I love traveling to like different places and stuff. So just being able to like afford to travel to all the different places that I want to go would also be like mean success to me, because I'm just I love traveling.
Yeah. How far away have you been?
I spent a summer in Europe going to a bunch of like different countries over there.
I'm so mad at you.
I've been to like Germany, I've been to London, I've been to Paris, been to Amsterdam. I've been to like so many places over there. It was so much fun.
How far east did you go? Did you go to Greece?
No, me and my sister almost like went to Greece, but we after like traveling, because like she brought like a big bag, I brought a big bag, she brought her dog, and so like we were trying to like backpack with all of our luggage and her dog on these trains. And so like because you can go like from a train to like each different like country in Europe, which is really cool, but they don't have room for all of your stuff. No. So like I was just like, we would have to be crammed in like the corner near the stairs a lot of the times. I remember I got to the point like I was just like, I'm done, like can we just stay in one place? So we ended our trip because we were gonna try to end in Turkey. That was our original plan.
Wow.
We didn't make it to Turkey. We ended up in Prague, and we stayed like our last 2 weeks there, which was really cool.
Okay. Interesting. That was not the answer I was expecting.
I didn't think so either, but me and my sister, we found like a really like cheap, like nice Airbnb in like Prague, and we ended up staying there and had a really good time. So
cool.
Yeah.
I feel like we're dragging on a little bit. I'm just so curious about your trip though.
It was so much fun. I'll have to tell you about it.
Yeah.
But I guess lastly, the last question I want to ask you is, what's some advice you could give to someone who's looking to follow their dreams or wanting to follow their dreams?
Okay. Yeah, I think my advice would probably be like that thing that I realized from my dad, is that nobody really ever has it figured out. And that a lot of success and a lot of getting to where you want to go in life is luck. A lot of that is luck, and it's about being in the right place at the right time, having the right opportunities, and sometimes you can't control that. But the other half of it is confidence and creativity. I think knowing that not everybody knows what they're doing. Sometimes people live their whole lives making sandwiches at Jimmy John's, and they end up hating their life and not doing anything, not having the courage to change that. And you don't have to do that. You don't have to settle. Sometimes the way forward isn't clear, but it's okay to also be creative in chasing what you want to do, and finding creative ways out that seem outlandish. I would say take the risk, because nobody's ever lived your life before.
That's true.
Yeah.
For me, I've kind of been like getting into like spiritual and like frequency stuff, but to keep it simple, I would just say like live from the end. And it's like, picture yourself in the future, and that version of yourself, live life as they would today. Like a better example is like, think of it like a person who's exercising and they want to like bulk up. What do? They live from the end. They bulk up on protein, they get some sleep, they drink lots of water, they go to the gym every day, and then soon enough the muscles come in.
Yeah.
Living from the end.
You live your life as you would eventually live your life every day.
Exactly. Shoot for your desired reality.
Yeah.
I
love that.
I feel like it's kind of similar to like take advice from someone's, or only take advice from people's life that you like want to live or something like that. Yeah. Not saying you shouldn't take advice from everyone, but like proceed with caution.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys so much. I feel like this was a really fun conversation, so thank you. Yeah. And thanks for anyone who happens to be watching this podcast.
Thanks, Dave.
I know, literally the only person.
Yeah.
But this was When I Grew Up with me, Star. Thank you for listening or watching.
Thank you. Yeah. Catch you next time.
Welcome to When I Grow Up, where we talk about childhood dreams and the careers you actually chose. Hosted by me, Star Posner.